I can't believe you and Kevin went ahead and got legally married so quickly. I had no idea until Mom told me. I'm shocked.
Hi, Amber. I'm sorry about that. The timing was kind of complicated. It happened quickly. You know, both Kevin and I travel a lot for work. That day we filed the marriage certificate was the only time we could do it together.
When did this even happen? Last I heard, you two were still planning the ceremony.
It happened about 3 weeks ago. We didn't want to make a big deal about the legal part. We were planning to save the celebration for the actual ceremony.
And you didn't think to tell me that you guys got married? I'm his only sister.
We thought your parents would let everyone know. It wasn't meant to be a secret or anything.
You shouldn't have decided this when I wasn't around. Seriously, this is ridiculous. So this means you're officially my sister-in-law now, right?
Yes, that's right. How do you feel about that? I hope it's not a problem for you.
Well, it certainly changes things between us.
What do you mean by that?
Just that we're family now. That's a big deal, you know?
I've always thought of you as family since Kevin and I got engaged.
It's different now that it's legal. This is permanent, unlike before.
Unless something goes terribly wrong, yes, it's permanent. I love your brother very much.
Of course it's a problem. I was against your marriage from the start. The fact that you went ahead anyway is completely unacceptable.
What? You were against our marriage? Since when? I had no idea. You never showed any signs of that.
Did you honestly think I was happy about it? I just didn't want to cause drama between you guys, so I never said anything.
Every time we met, you seemed perfectly fine with me. We even went shopping together last month.
I was just being polite. That's what families do with each other.
You should have said something if you felt so strongly about it.
I was okay with it at first, but I gradually started hating the idea. If Kevin marries you, then you and I become sisters. And I don't want people thinking I'm ugly by association.
Excuse me? Did you just imply that I'm ugly?
I'm just being honest here. Our family has a certain image to maintain. Julia, you know I'm aware that you do modeling, right?
Yes, I've heard about that from our families, but it's amateur modeling, right? Like being a subject at local photography events.
Are you trying to insult me now just because I'm small?
Not at all. I'm just trying to understand your concern about image.
Excuse me? What's with that tone? You're actually making it sound like I'm just some small amateur model.
Well...
You're from out of state, so you wouldn't know, but I'm actually famous in my hometown. I won the beauty pageant at my community college, and I was even asked to be the campaign girl for our local specialty products. I've even been on TV.
When were you on TV? Kevin never mentioned that.
I was in a commercial for the local car dealership last year. It ran for 2 whole weeks. And I've been featured in several local magazines. My portfolio is slowly growing.
That's really impressive.
You don't sound impressed, but it doesn't matter what you think.
I genuinely think it's impressive that you're pursuing something you're passionate about.
My career is taking off, and I need to be careful about my public image. That's why it would be a disaster if my sister-in-law was ugly. Everyone in my family, Dad, Mom, and Kevin, they all have good looks. Now imagine having one ugly person in the mix. It would ruin our family's carefully cultivated image. Our branding would collapse if people found out I had an ugly relative.
I'm sorry you feel that way about my appearance.
It's not personal, it's just business.
Being family is very personal, Amber. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. I'm sure none of your fans would care anyway.
You have no idea how the modeling world works, do you?
Please enlighten me.
Of course they would care. I have 10,000 followers, you know. There must be fans among them who expect a perfect Amber.
You have that many followers without even being signed to an agency? That's quite impressive.
I've worked hard to build my social media presence. It takes dedication.
And your followers care about what your brother's wife looks like?
They care about my whole lifestyle. My brand is about perfection. These days, you don't need agencies to be successful. That's why I take my personal branding so seriously. So now that you're going to be my brother's wife, you need to understand this. Get plastic surgery or whatever you need to do so you don't drag me down.
Can't believe you're actually suggesting I change my face for your social media.
It's not just for social media. It's for our family photos, holiday gatherings, everything.
I'm comfortable with how I look, Amber.
Well, Kevin deserves better. I'm just looking out for my brother.
Has Kevin ever complained about my appearance?
He's too nice to say it to your face, but trust me, he notices.
Hey Kevin, did you know Amber is against our marriage? Have your parents mentioned anything to you?
What? Really? She is? I haven't heard anything about this from Amber or my parents.
I just had the most bizarre conversation with her.
What did she say? Is she upset about something specific?
I just got a message from Amber. She asked why we went ahead with the legal marriage. She said she was against our marriage.
That doesn't sound like Amber. She's always been supportive of us.
Well, apparently that was all an act.
Why would she be against it? Does she have a specific reason? She seemed happy about our marriage as my sister.
She said some pretty hurtful things, Kevin.
Like what? I can't imagine what her problem would be.
Well, she's apparently had a change of heart. She says she doesn't like that I'm ugly.
Ah! She said that to you?
She literally told me I should get plastic surgery so I don't drag her down.
She really said that? That doesn't sound like my sister at all.
I have the text messages right here. I could forward them to you.
No need to do that. I believe you. I'm just surprised that she said those things to you.
You know Amber Models, right? She says I'm not suitable to be her sister-in-law. She told me to get plastic surgery now that we're married so I wouldn't ruin her reputation. What should I do?
Oh, is that all? Then the answer is simple. Why don't you just get plastic surgery like Amber suggests?
What? Excuse me? Are you serious right now?
Geez, when she suddenly said she was against the marriage, I thought it was something serious. This is just typical of image-conscious Amber. Just overlook it, will ya?
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. You want me to overlook your sister calling me ugly?
She's just being dramatic. That's how she is.
Wait, do you find all of this funny? Your wife was just called ugly and insulted by your sister. And now you're telling me to get plastic surgery too? Do you think I'm ugly, Kevin?
Well, you're not exactly ugly, but you're not a beauty either. My sister Amber is definitely way prettier than you.
Are you being serious right now?
I mean, you have other qualities. You're smart and kind.
But not attractive enough for you?
I didn't say that. I'm just being honest here.
I didn't ask you to compare me to your sister. I asked if you think I'm ugly.
Look, what I said was harsh, but take this as an opportunity to improve. Let Amber teach you about makeup or dieting or whatever. I'd be thrilled if you became a prettier wife for me. I'm all for plastic surgery.
I married you because I thought you loved me for who I am.
I do love you, but everyone can improve, right?
There's a difference between self-improvement and completely changing your face.
It could be just minor tweaks. You don't have to do anything dramatic.
I thought you'd be upset for me, but you're actually encouraging this? Fine, if you insist, I'll get plastic surgery. Are you going to pay for it? Will you take responsibility for all the maintenance procedures over the years too?
Why should I pay for it? You're the one who's ugly, so you should pay for it yourself.
Excuse me? What did you just say to me?
Well, it's your face.
And it was good enough for you when you proposed.
People's standards change over time. Look, I married you because I like you, but I'd be even happier if you were prettier. Oh, and if you do get surgery, make sure to schedule it with the wedding date in mind. I absolutely don't want a bride who's still recovering from surgery.
I can't believe we're even having this conversation.
Don't make such a big deal out of it. It's just a suggestion.
A suggestion that I fundamentally change my appearance because your sister and you think I'm not attractive enough?
You're overthinking this. Just think about it, okay?
I have thought about it, and I'm deeply hurt by your response.
Fine, do whatever you want. I'm just saying it would make things easier with Amber.
I don't exist to make things easier for Amber.
Hey, Julia, this is Amber again. Today's finally the wedding day, but did you get that plastic surgery? It's been 3 months since you legally married, so you must have lost at least 20 pounds, right?
Good morning to you too, Amber.
Don't avoid the question. Did you make the improvements we discussed?
I haven't had any surgery or lost any weight. I love myself just the way I am. I might not look the way you want me to, Amber, but I'm going to be myself at my wedding today.
Are you serious? After all the trouble I went through to help you understand?
I understand perfectly that you have unreasonable expectations.
Wow, I can't believe this! After I made it clear how much I didn't want an ugly sister-in-law, and you couldn't even bother to make any effort.
I've made plenty of effort for this wedding, just not the kind you demanded.
The wedding is in 4 hours! There must be something you can do. At least get a professional makeup artist.
I already have my makeup artist scheduled, thank you. The only unbelievable thing here is your attitude about this whole thing, Amber. You need to realize how incredibly rude you've been to me for the last few months. Out of compassion, I haven't told your parents about any of this yet.
Told them what? That I care about our family's image?
That you've been harassing their son's wife about her appearance.
It's not harassment to speak the truth. What's wrong with calling an ugly person ugly? Since you wouldn't listen to me, I'll make you regret it. I went ahead and filed divorce papers this morning. You and Kevin are now officially divorced. You're not my sister-in-law anymore.
What? You did what? Why would you do something like that? You really filed for divorce? Is that true?
I did you both a favor. Kevin deserves better.
You can't file divorce papers for someone else.
Actually, I can with the right paperwork. I had Kevin sign some forms last week.
He wouldn't sign divorce papers.
Yep, he did sign them. It was properly accepted at the county clerk's office, so the wedding is canceled. Oh, should we turn it into a divorce party instead?
You're lying. There's no way this is legal.
Check with the county office if you don't believe me.
You can't be serious. Hold on. Filing divorce papers so casually isn't a joke. Do you understand what you've done here?
I saved my brother from a lifetime with someone who doesn't even care enough to improve herself? Yes, I did.
Marriage isn't about improving your physical appearance for your spouse.
Oh, I understand perfectly. That's why I filed the divorce papers. I think my brother deserves someone better than you. So, I've arranged for a replacement bride today.
You brought a replacement?
Oh, yes. She's already here at the venue.
You can't be serious about this. Who would agree to this?
There's this amazing mentor in my modeling circle who has 20,000 followers. She's gorgeous and someone I really look up to, and she happened to be looking for a husband, so I introduced her to Kevin.
What?
She was very interested when I showed her Kevin's photos.
This is absolutely insane. You can't just swap brides like this.
Kevin is good looking and works for a big company, so he's quite a catch. My mentor was so excited she even came wearing a wedding dress. I just took her to the groom's waiting room and Kevin was totally smitten. A beautiful woman in a wedding dress looks so much better than an ugly one, don't you think?
This can't be happening. Wait, she's already with Kevin?
For the last 20 minutes, they really hit it off.
And Kevin is going along with this?
He couldn't take his eyes off her. You should have seen his face. They are gonna get married instead, so the ugly ex-wife can go home now. Today's wedding is canceled.
What about all our guests? Our families? Do they know about this? About what you did?
They're already being informed that there's been a change of plans.
What is this ridiculous turn of events? You filed divorce papers without permission and brought a bride candidate? And Kevin is actually falling for her? Isn't anyone going to throw you two out?
Of course not. I'm the sister of today's groom. Plus, my mentor looks amazing in her dress. Everyone we passed on the way here couldn't take their eyes off her.
This is beyond belief. Your parents are allowing this? Do they even know what you've done?
They don't know the full story yet, but they will soon, and they'll be happier.
Fine, do whatever you want. Tell everyone the wedding has been changed to a divorce party. The ugly ex-wife will head home now.
Finally! I thought you'd never give up. You'll regret this, you little brat.
Excuse me? You had the nerve to file divorce papers without permission, and you even prepared a new bride. How much more are you going to humiliate me before you're satisfied? I've reached my limit.
What's with the sudden attitude? This is where you're supposed to cry pathetically like the ugly person you are. My mentor and I will be laughing at you, so start crying already.
Do you honestly think I'd cry in front of you?
Everyone cries when they're dumped on their wedding day.
As if I'd cry for you. I don't want to be related to someone like you anymore, and I don't need a husband who won't stand up for his wife. If this is how it's going to be, I'm fine with divorce. Thank you, actually.
What? Are you trying to act tough? I know you're secretly crying about this. It's ridiculous for an ugly girl to think she could be my brother's wife. My brother deserves a beautiful wife like my mentor. You were never in his league to begin with.
Actually, I think I'm the one who's out of his league, considering how quickly he's replaced me.
Please, don't make me laugh.
Whatever. I have no attachment to Kevin anymore, so do as you please. Our honeymoon plans are canceled, so I'll be going to work tomorrow. I need to go back to the office and add you and your beautiful mentor to our blacklist. I'll make sure you're banned from all our agency's auditions and issue warnings to all our talent to stay away from you.
Hey, wait! Julia! Don't just leave the venue! Are you really going to cancel the wedding?
Your sister told me she filed our divorce papers earlier today. A wedding for a divorced couple doesn't make sense, does it?
Is that what Amber told you? That's not possible!
She said she had you sign the papers last week.
I had no idea about any of this! This was all my sister Amber's doing! We can file the marriage certificate again right away, so let's continue with the ceremony as planned.
So you're saying you didn't sign any divorce papers?
I signed some papers for Amber, but she said they were for insurance or something.
And you just signed without reading them?
She's my sister. I trust her.
Oh, so now you want to marry me. I heard you were quite smitten with the new bride in the waiting room.
That's not... I was just being polite.
Amber says you couldn't take your eyes off her.
Oh, that's... Well...
Well, what, Kevin? Were you or were you not admiring this woman in a wedding dress?
She just surprised me, that's all.
You weren't exactly disappointed by your sister's mentor in her wedding dress, were you?
Don't sulk over something like that. Of course, anyone would appreciate a beautiful woman in a wedding dress. But that doesn't mean I was considering divorcing you. I was just admiring her, that's all.
So you admit you were admiring her?
That doesn't mean anything. It was just a normal reaction that anyone would have had.
Don't you understand that it's too late for that?
Huh?
This isn't just about today or your reaction.
What do you mean?
You didn't defend me when I was called ugly. Your sister filed divorce papers and brought a strange woman on our wedding day, and you just smiled and went along with it. I can't trust you anymore. I don't want to continue this marriage with you.
Julia, you're just overreacting. This is just a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding? Your sister called me ugly and you agreed with her.
But isn't this great? Amber brought you a beautiful bride candidate.
For you, not for me. Are you even listening to yourself?
I didn't mean it like that.
Ah, I have no objections to divorcing you, so feel free to marry her or anyone else.
Wait, Julia, no objections to the divorce? What about this venue? My parents, my friends, your parents, your friends. Everyone is already here for the wedding. How am I supposed to explain this to everyone?
Like I care, idiot. If you have time to fall for a pretty face, figure it out yourself.
You can't be serious about leaving.
Watch me.
What will I tell everyone?
The truth might be a good start.
Huh? What do you mean, talent agency?
Since you're in modeling, you should understand. I work at Starlight Talent Agency. I'm actually an executive manager there.
Wait a second. Starlight Talent Agency? Isn't that the major agency in the city? The one with all those morning drama actresses and famous voice actors?
You're quite knowledgeable, Miss So-Called Model.
Are you serious? You actually work there as a manager?
I've been there for 6 years now. I'm in charge of talent recruitment.
Of course I am knowledgeable! That's the #1 agency I've always dreamed of joining, and you're saying you work there? No way! That's a lie! Kevin never mentioned a word about this!
Ask him yourself if you don't believe me.
But he always said you worked at a staffing agency!
Working at a talent agency can bring a lot of hassle. People constantly asking to meet celebrities and whatnot. It gets annoying. So I actually told Kevin and my friends that I work at a staffing agency.
Really?
He knew where I worked, just not the specifics of what I do.
But why wouldn't you tell me? This changes everything!
I take our talents to various locations, so it's basically like staffing. I wasn't exactly lying.
That's a huge difference! Talent agency versus staffing agency?
Does it really matter now? You've already filed for our divorce.
What is that supposed to mean? You should have told me sooner! My mentor and I have been working so hard with our modeling, hoping to join Starlight someday. We've been putting in so much effort for that dream.
Oh, really? And insulting and humiliating the executive manager was part of your strategy?
I had no idea! You should have said something!
Oh, is that so? Well, that's unfortunate. Once I put you on the blacklist, you'll never be able to join our agency. You won't even be able to audition or get a chance.
You can't do that. That's not fair.
It's completely fair. We don't accept talent who behave unprofessionally.
That can't be.
It absolutely can be, and it will be.
But my career, all my dreams.
I'll be leaving now. Give my regards to your mentor.
Wait, please don't go. Please stay.
Goodbye, Amber.
Please, Julia, please don't blacklist us from the agency. My mentor heard everything and she's furious. This is getting really bad.
Excuse me?
You have to help us. This is all falling apart.
Why should I help you after what you've done?
Kevin was all into my mentor, but suddenly came to his senses. Now he's saying he won't marry her. My mentor is crying and furious about this.
Your mentor has every right to be angry about this whole thing. She thought she was going to marry a man with good prospects, only to be rejected. Though she's also at fault for showing up in a wedding dress to someone else's wedding.
But she came all this way. I promised her.
That's between you and her.
Don't talk like this isn't your problem. If this continues, my mentor is going to call her ex-boyfriend, and things will get much worse.
Her ex-boyfriend? What's he going to do?
You don't understand how serious this is getting.
Then explain it to me.
He's not just anyone. There are rumors that my mentor's boyfriend is a special kind of person. She apparently broke up with him just for today's arrangement.
What?
She took a huge risk coming here today.
What kind of person are we talking about exactly?
I can't say more, but it's not good. He has big connections, but now she can't get married to your brother, and she's going to be blacklisted. She feels tricked and is threatening to tell her ex. If she does, Kevin and I might be in physical danger. We won't be able to live in this town anymore.
This has gotten pretty bizarre. But thanks for the information. This makes it even easier to put you both on the blacklist.
What do you mean?
A special kind of boyfriend? That's quite something. But someone with those connections is a huge red flag for a talent agency. The industry is extremely strict about these things right now. Anyone with even slightly questionable connections gets immediately rejected. Even current talent would be fired immediately for such associations, so you and your mentor definitely won't be joining our agency.
No way!
The entertainment industry takes these connections very seriously.
There must be something we can do!
Actually, it might not just be our agency. Being blacklisted by a major agency already creates a bad impression. This industry is very sensitive to such information. You might not be able to get hired by any agency.
Oh my god! No way! What am I supposed to do now? This can't be happening!
Your modeling career is important to you, isn't it?
It's everything! I've been working towards this for years!
Don't be so down. Isn't this the era where individuals can succeed on their own? With 10,000 followers, I'm sure you'll figure something out.
That's impossible! There's no way! My followers are just purchased followers. How am I supposed to succeed in this situation?
What? After bragging so much, your followers were bought from a service?
I thought having a lot of followers would somehow work out. My mentor said she bought about 5,000 followers too. So I thought it would be okay to buy some as well. Is 10,000 considered a small number? Please, Julia, I'm begging you. I'll apologize for ruining the wedding. I'll pay whatever amount you want. Please, please forgive me. I'll do anything, so please.
You should have thought about the consequences before you acted.
I made a terrible mistake. I see that now.
Absolutely not. Now, I'll be taking my leave. I need to notify everyone about the wedding cancellation. You all can figure out what to do with the venue.
Julia, please, don't go. We can fix this.
It's too late for that, Amber. Much too late. And after that, the mentor's dangerous ex-boyfriend crashed the venue, yelling, "Where's the man who tried to take my girlfriend?" and went on a rampage. Amber and Kevin apparently survived, but were taken to the hospital by ambulance after having objects thrown at them and being put in joint locks. This led to the mentor and her boyfriend being taken in by the police, but Amber was so traumatized that she gave up her modeling aspirations and now just does live streams on social media. However, she has almost no viewers and isn't making any money at all. Meanwhile, Kevin had to pay for the entire cost of the wedding, losing all his savings and friends in the process.